Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back.
What's up, ladies and gents? This is KSigKid, coming at you with another Destiny video. That's right, Devil's back. Devil's back, Devils in Destiny. We're doing the Nightfall on a Tuesday. All is right with the world. Hey, yo. But before we get to all the hoopla of the Nightfall, talking about this strike, this crazy strike, and showing our Nightfall tiered rewards, I want to show you something else. So in the Dawning, we got 2 new exotic weapons, and take a look at what happens whenever I kill that shank. You see that pyramid drop over there in the background? Well, whenever I go ahead and pick it up a little bit later in the strike, because I wasn't even thinking about it, whenever I pick it up here, I end up getting the tattered schematic, so I can go ahead and start off on my Abbadon and Nova Mortis quest. Since we don't have those presents in the tower in the Dawning, because those are all gone, and we can't go ahead and complete our book and get those tags and open up the presents in the tower, apparently this is how you're going to go ahead and grab the Abbadon and the Nova Mortis if you didn't pick them up during the Dawning. Now, before you ask me a whole bunch of questions, I did not research this. I was 100% surprised in grabbing this last night on my hunter, so I don't exactly know what the criteria is. I don't know if this is something you can only get in the Nightfall. I don't know if it's only in strikes or only in PvE. I do imagine it's going to be only PvE. I'm not sure if you'll be seeing those things drop in the Crucible, but I don't know if it's Nightfall only or if you could get it in any strikes. So if people in the community happen to have received the tattered schematics on any of their other characters, feel free to leave that information in the comment section below so that we can all find this out. Like I said, last night whenever I happened to get that dropping in my Nightfall, I was as shocked as anybody. But let's talk about this Nightfall. This Nightfall, I thought, boy, there's no burns, this is going to be a little bit easier. It's going to be a lot easier than whenever we had it with an arc burn on. But let me tell you, because there were no burns, that meant that there was no quick way to go ahead and just smack down Kovic. And whenever you can't kick Kovic in the butt really fast, you've got that crazy, nasty, immortal, and invulnerable, toughest enemy in the entire game, Ogre, chasing you over and over and over again. And that is not fun. So one good thing, one good strategy is to always have one person being on Ogre decoy duty. That's the one thing that we ended up doing. Also, whenever you see Kovic go ahead and teleport, like Kovic was over here where I'm standing right now, and then he teleported to the column that's to the left of me. Whenever he does that, that's basically him swapping phases. So I knew that the shanks were coming down, it's just the shanks come down and it takes them a long time to get into range where you can go ahead and start seeing them and shooting them. So don't be fooled. Whenever Kovic starts to teleport and does his first teleport where you can go ahead and see him over there, the shanks are going to be coming down. So don't get fooled and look away and then go ahead and get blasted by the shanks when you're not looking, because they do love to do that. So even though it's not an arc burn, it is still a definite priority to go ahead and kill those shanks. Now the reason why I went ahead and popped my res instantly here, as opposed to last time where I waited it out, was this time we were already 1 guardian down. Last time we still had 2 people up, we could go ahead and distract the Ogre, and we could just delay going ahead and dealing out damage to Kovic, so we didn't push him into the next phase. This time, since we only had 1 person left, if I went ahead and waited, it was going to be utter chaos for the 1 person that was alive, and chances are that person would have died, and then I would have had to revive. I would have had to run around like crazy as well, wouldn't have been able to grab any of the revives, and would have died myself. So popping my revive instantly on that death was definitely the right call there. And we ended up getting everybody up, and we're back and running around. And don't worry, you're definitely going to die in this Nightfall. You're definitely going to die. So let's talk about what's going on. Like I said, we've got no burn, so we've got no elemental burn, we've got no specialist, we've got no small arms, nothing good. The best that we've got is Brawler, and chances are you're not going to be dealing out any Brawler damage on any of the real threats here. So Brawler, yeah, we can go ahead and pass by that. Next up is Exposure, which is probably going to be a little bit tricky in this fight. Normally, I don't mind exposure. In fact, normally I like exposure. In this fight though, it is definitely a tricky modifier to have on. So we've got Brawler, we've got Exposure, and we've also got Match Game. That's the other thing that's going to be just really kind of in your way is Match Game. But you're not going to have to worry about that in this fight because there's really no enemies that are going to have shields that you're going to have to worry about matching up like colored elements in this particular final battle. So there's nothing. In this final battle, none of the modifiers really affect your final battle except for Exposure. But it's just stuff that you can go ahead and get around. So why is this battle so tricky? It just is. It just is because you've always got one person focused on controlling the ogre, and then you're dealing out two people dealing out the damage to Kovic, and then Kovic just infinitely blasts you, and it's difficult to go ahead and get in your shots and not get absolutely obliterated. I really enjoyed using my Sunsinger with those solar grenades. That area of effect and burn and weakening of Kovic seemed to help out a whole lot. I was originally going to use a Voidwalker, but like Devil said, it's not like I'm going to get a whole lot of chances to proc the Voidwalker Infinite Grenade, and I'm not going to be getting my health back anyway all the way up whenever I get a kill, so Solar, Sunsinger, definitely a good idea for the Warlock. I liked it a lot. Whenever we took down Kovic, you can see this was one of her better runs. 14 minutes and 29 seconds remaining. I got an exotic Ingram to pop from 3 of coins. We also had a Nightfall where we finished it with 2 minutes and change remaining, and that was our second one, and that was definitely our worst run. So you're gonna run the gambit. It's gonna be tricky. I have a feeling you're gonna be able to do it, but you will need to communicate with each other, calling off when you can go ahead and grab the ogre, when you can go ahead and distract Kovic. It'll be tricky. Anyway, for our first Nightfall rewards, well, I got some strange coins, Pooj got himself an invective, and Devil got a lot of impact on a rocket launcher. That's a lot of impact on a rocket launcher. Now, I already got my Icebreaker last week, so I'm not going to turn in my Sunrise bounties unless we're going to get the Icebreaker, but we didn't get it there. Moving on to Nightfall number 2. For the second Nightfall here, we ended up getting ourselves, well, Pooj got himself yet another exotic, a Trespasser, and Devil got another rocket launcher. And I got some gloves instead of strange coins. And for the final Nightfall of the week, here we go, taking a look at our Titan. Last Nightfall rewards of the week, we end up getting ourselves some no backup plan. So there we go, that's an exotic. Not bad at all. And Pooj got a free will, and Devil got strange coins. Neither Pooj nor Devil got an Icebreaker, but the band is back, baby. Let's get it on. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your Nightfall, and I'll see you around in Destiny. #welcome back.